Welcome to RECON. It is Friday. We love Fridays, 27th of March, and that, you know what that means, guys. Free for all Friday. So on Fridays, we will take a look and review, and you guys want to participate, raise your hand, and we're going to pick out one of the conversations we practiced over the last week or two. You don't know where it's coming, just like in real life when you talk to a buyer or seller, you don't know if they're going to throw a fastball or a curveball or a knuckler. So how do people line up to play? And let's get started.
Line up to play by putting in the chat your name, and I will add you to the participation list. I'm going to post the scenarios we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week, and a role play partner will pick one, and that's what we'll go with.
All right. Now, if you got something else that's free for all that you want to do, then you put that in the chat and we'll work on that. So we got to get cracking. Who's first, Louise?
Muhammad is first and going with Don.
All right, this will be fun. Let's go.
Hi, Don. Sorry, I don't know what the scenario is yet.
Yeah, what's the scenario, Don?
He hasn't called me in 3 years.
Okay, this is outbound call to a past contact.
Okay,
Hello?
so I'm reaching out.
Ring, ring.
Out to your. Sorry, I was just fixing my headphone.
You're calling, so just go ring, ring. Don will answer. You're making a follow-up call to someone in your database you've not talked to in 2 years.
Okay. Ring, ring.
Ring.
Hello?
Hey, Don, how are you, man?
Who's this?
Hey, this is Mohammed. Not sure if you remember have my number still saved or not.
Who are you with? How can I help you?
Hey, yeah, Don. Hey, this is Mohammed with Keller William. I have joined real estate. Man,
Oh,
it's been a while.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember you. What's up?
Hey, well, not much, not much. I was driving by the area, and then I remember that I used to come this way a lot, and then I was like, let me see if I still have a Don number, and I gave you a call, and you answered. So how you been, man?
Good.
Good, good. Hey,
How are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. Hey, I
Okay.
wanted to let you know that I became licensed in real estate, and I would like to see if there's anything I can help you in related to that, as well as I would like to invite you for a coffee where we can catch up. It's been a while.
Well,
Time.
okay.
Time. All right, so really fast. Great job. You know, I love the fact you remembered if this past week we worked on it. That was one of the examples. I was driving by the area in which you lived in the Tanglewood area. It made me think of you. So great job doing that. Great job at following up. And again, here's just my belief. Any call you make is better than one you plan and don't make. Right? So I just give you knuckle up for making it. With more practice, are you better? Are you more comfortable? Yes. However, you've just sprinkled pixie dust in their mind, and so there's no losing there. Matt, any comments?
Yes. How long you been in real estate? It's a question. Unmute yourself.
Oh, 2 months?
2 months. Congratulations, brother. So
Thank you.
watching a podcast this morning with a guy named Scott Galloway, shared it with my mastermind group, and he talks about how your ultimate success in life is going to be predicated solely on your ability to fail and fail radically. So what I want you to do, what my advice to you is, I'm not going to talk about scripting, what to say. Brother, you have a winning lottery ticket. You have a real estate license now. There is no ceiling, there is no floor, and everything is on fire. Your success in this industry is going to be predicated on your ability to fail, your desire to fail, if you understand what I'm saying. So what I want you to do is I want you to get your ass out into the world, and I want you to fail as much as you can. I want you to make as many phone calls as you can. Okay, and you will be much more successful than 90% of people on this call right now that are constantly waiting for the perfect moment to make the call. That's my challenge to you.
Thank you. I will.
Okay, Denny, we cannot see you on your video. Can't hear you. Oh, no, we can see your video. And next up is Jenica with Louise, and we're using Monday's scenario. Jenica, we love this home. What's next?
Perfect. So, sorry, in this scenario, are you asking me if I am going to be calling the listing agent as the buyer?
Nope,
Or
you
you're
just tell me what you're
I
going to
would
do
tell you.
next. So do you call the
Okay.
listing agent before writing the
Yeah.
offer?
Okay. Perfect, Louise. Well, let me ask you this. What do you think you want to offer on this home?
X, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, got it. So 550,000. And usually what we do is we do call the listing agent prior to you making the offer to see if they have any other offers or when they're planning to review. So how do you feel about me doing that?
Of course, do your thing. Make it work.
Perfect. Okay, so I talked to the listing agent and they said they have two other offers. Do you still feel comfortable at 550,000?
I do. What do you think?
Okay. Well, the agent said that they couldn't disclose what the other offers were. So if the other offers beat out your offer, would you be upset?
Well, we're offering over list. What else do
Yeah,
they want?
I know. It's hard to know how far over they might be going. Let me ask you, what would be the highest number that you would be willing to offer where you wouldn't be disappointed tomorrow if the seller chose another offer?
We could go up another 10.
Okay, so 560. Okay. And do you feel like that's your best offer that you'd want to give?
I think that I feel uncomfortable adding the 10. So yeah, let's call it the best.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go ahead and do that and I'll send you the paperwork to sign.
Okay. I wasn't here on Tuesday, so I don't know how that scenario rolled. I don't know if it was agent to agent or
It doesn't
agent
it
to
doesn't
buyer.
matter, frankly. It's just about sharpening the axe. So the only sandpaper I'll give you is perfect practice makes perfect practice will effectuate perfect performance. So how you show up here, how you do one thing is how you do everything. What I want, guys, what I want everybody on here to do is when you're role playing, like you're on stage, baby. Like this is your stage. So I put some energy in it, put some spice on it or seasoning on it. All right, Louise, we'll make the offer, but just so I understand, are you telling me that if you woke up tomorrow and this home sold for $551,000, you wouldn't be disappointed at you or me? You promise me, right? And so have fun with it. That's people want to know how I take listings over the telephone when they've met with 3 other realtors in person. It's because I have fun with it and I let my personality show. So whatever your personality is, do that. Make sense?
I'm not funny, Matt.
That's okay.
I
You don't
can't
have to be
be.
funny, but like let your
Yeah.
personality show. Because I know Jenica, when you and then we'll move on. But I know Jenica, when you're talking to your family member, your friends, there's something there. You have something, and I want everybody to show that when they're having these conversations, because that's how you win with people is when they know you're being genuine. So when I say those things that I just did to Louise, that's Matthew. That's Matthew behind the veil. You know, that's the Matthew that walks through the house that's doing weird dance moves and doing jumping jacks, right? I'm weird. I play with people, but that's how I win with them. Hopefully that helps.
The fact that
Thank
she
you.
just said that makes her funnier than she thinks.
Right. Exactly.
Robert's going to let his personality shine through with Don right now.
Robert, you haven't called me in 2 years.
Very good.
Past client.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Don, this is Robert Reneker. I'm not even sure if you'll remember me.
Help me. I'm oh yeah. You're the agent, right?
Yeah.
Robert, sorry.
We helped you buy your house a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I was driving around the area and it just brought you to my mind. And I just wanted to call and check in and see how you and your family are doing these days.
Oh, you should have stopped by.
I, I should have. I apologize for that. That's
Next
terrible.
time, do that. Yeah.
I, I'm very sorry. I've done a poor job of staying connected to you, and but it was important to me that I give you a call and check in. How's the house doing for you these days?
We're good. We're good. Thank you for calling. It's nice to hear from you. How's real estate?
It's good. It's good. It's good. I upon thinking about you, I went in and did some research, and your home has gone up in value by almost $300,000 since we bought it.
$300,000.
Can you believe that? Yeah.
I guess I had a good agent helping me negotiate that deal, huh?
Well,
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I was there looking out for you then, and I told you that I was going to make sure that you were taken care of, and we've done that. So have you guys given any thought to either moving up in homes, or have you given any thought to doing any type of work to this house?
Oh, we made some improvements, but no, you did such a great job that we're good. But yeah, if I come across anybody, thanks for the call. I'll definitely keep you in mind. Thank you.
Time. All right. So going back to Jenica's role play, one of the things I want you to watch out for is the word offer. I mean, offer, what do you mean by offer? Typically, the definition of offer is something less than they're asking. It doesn't have to mean that, but it may imply that. And just one more thing, they were going to go over $10,000 over their asking price or whatever. And whatever you do, here's the thing, you ask the question, do you want my advice? And they're going to say 10 out of 10 times, yes. We get one shot. Make it your best. All right, how about $10,000 over? Okay, we can do that. That's 560. However, what happens if we find out it sold for 561? How will you feel? You've got to incrementally bring them up because, well, I'd probably pay $1,000 more. Well, that's then not your best. So, I mean, you did a good job. I mean, light years ahead of a normal agent. Now, Robert, going into yours, we all remember Ford, Family, Occupation, Recreation, and Dreams. It's a good acronym to have conversations. Okay. So, again, when you make your follow-up calls, be ready, have kind of the template. And I do like the fact you tied in his equity change. However, it was a little bit like, why would he be doing that? My approach would be, not long ago, last week, I sold a house in your area and I did a market evaluation on it. And I remember you have a house 2 streets over, and I was just kind of curious. And I found out, this house over here is $300,000 more than you bought yours for. So that would be more of a backdoor way of saying, hey, look, I was doing some research for another property, made me think of you, and boom, there you go. But it did open the door. So that was a good tie-in, Robert. Matt?
Yeah, like I've said with past client calls, I don't really ever talk about real estate. My intent, it's like somebody put in the chat. Oh, Michelle put in the chat. My girl, she said, well, what projects, what are you working on? Right? Like I don't say, well, are you thinking about selling or are you working about the house? Well, what are you guys working on right now? Like, what projects do you have? What projects are you most excited about right now? Things like that. Because then if it leads to real estate naturally, awesome. Right? And as Denny said, I don't want to necessarily talk about their home because that's just awkward for me. For me, guys, for me. It's awkward to call them like, oh, so how's the home? What I like to do is, Don, did you see the house 3 blocks over that just sold for $3 million? Holy cow. And then see if Don takes that. That's kind of what Denny was saying there. Anyway, next.
All right, good. Let's go, Louise.
Okay, Chance and Louise. And I would like to try the tell me your experience one. Or do you have a preference, Chance?
Just let her rip. I'm going to fail through it.
Okay. Okay. Hey, thanks for coming over today. Tell me about your experience.
Yeah, absolutely, Louise. First off, I'd really like to appreciate you giving me the offer to come over and speak with you. Whenever you say experience, what are you guys looking for?
We're looking for an experienced agent to sell our home.
Okay, but uh, when you think experience, are you thinking like a number of houses sold? Are we talking like percentages?
I want to throw a red flag.
One
All
question.
right.
Number one, don't tell them their narrative. House is sold, list price to sales
Okay.
price. No. She's being vague. When they're vague with me, I'm vague with them. But I'm not going to use real estate parallels.
Okay.
Louise, experience in what? Underwater basket weaving, preparing taxes. What are we talking about?
Well, we're putting our house up for sale. I'd like to know what is the experience you had as an agent have with regards to selling homes like ours.
Okay. Okay. And is
Outside of
that
experience.
outside of experience, is there anything else that you guys are looking for in the perfect agent?
No, that's really important to us.
Okay. Well, I'm stumped.
Well,
okay,
I'm
well,
curious. Have you done this before?
just hang on a second. Okay, so hang on. Let's think this, because other people are going to get stuck. They're going through the same thing mentally, right? So I wasn't on yesterday, although I did come up with that little conversation, and so I'm glad to hear. And one of the things I wanted you guys to pick out during your feedback is when they ask for what your level of experience is, that you get clarity on what that question is. Like, for example, that may be your first day in real estate. However, you just may have finished a career in something, or you just may have gotten, had 6 years in the Army where you led men and blah, blah, blah. So find out what level of experience you talk about. Well, I've had, I've been, I just got out of the military. I've spent 6 years leading men inside of a combat unit, blah, blah, blah. Or I retired from IBM. I ran a company, whatever. So find out what they mean. I mean, I've been in a customer service business for 15 years. So experience, and what Matt said a minute ago, is don't fill in the blank for them. Now, if you're brand new, what do you say? Like, I don't think I've never even put a sign in your yard yet. So at some point in time, you've got to leverage something else, which could be the team you're on, the office you're with, and particularly if you have a high level of experience in something dealing with taking care of a customer before real estate. Matt.
Exactly. When we talked about it yesterday, guys, what I was really focusing on was, well, when they ask for experience, get specific. Like, what is the experience that we're looking to quantify and qualify? And then remember, I talked about asking that. Well, if you don't have a lot of experience, well, would you agree with the fact that no one person can do more than an entire team? Well, while I am relatively new, the good news is at my brokerage, we are the number one market center in the area with volume sold and units sold. Okay. And we got about 1,000 years of combined experience behind me. So if there's something I don't know the answer to, the good news is I got somebody at my right hand that I can get the answer in 10 minutes. How's that sound? Okay. And then the other thing is isolate it, assuming that outside of experience, anything else you need to know from me. That's where I was taking you a chance. Okay. Because let's not forget the model. No, nothing outside of experience. Great. And if you feel that my answers meet or exceed your expectations, are we ready to get started? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Great. So let's talk about that. Then you give them the answer, right? Make sure that you're barking up the right tree before you start giving your answers out.
Yeah, there's a model behind me, guys, and you don't want to start throwing a bunch of stuff against the wall hoping something sticks.
Right.
That's when you know you're drowning. Next, Louise.
Okay, next it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be Janet. Is it going to be Michelle? Is it going to be Gregory, Miriam, Carrie, Rick, Susan, Ken, Scott?
Or we can just watch Matthew dance.
Gregory, Thank you, Gregory. Gregory and Don.
It's what?
Gregory and Don.
Hey, you
And
haven't talked to me in 3 years, Gregory.
Oh, hey Don, ring ring. How you doing
Hello.
today?
I'm good. Who's this? Who's
This
this?
is Greg. Greg Dudley. Remember? We did
Um,
business together a few years ago. I sold you your home.
oh yeah, the real estate guy. Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah. How you been?
I'm well.
I've
And
been.
yourself?
I was lost in your neighborhood. I remember seeing that house that I had sold to you a few years ago. I was wondering if you still live there.
I do. Thank you.
You still liking the house?
Yeah, that's why we're still living here. What can I do for you?
Okay. Well, I was just looking at the stats. Your neighborhood prices have increased dramatically. Would you be interested in a free home valuation?
No, Maureen and I are good. We're happy here, but I appreciate the call. Thanks. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you. Good talking to you. Hey, I know your neighbors. They've been, looking around some of the homes as well. Any of your neighbors interested in possibly maybe doing some business with us?
Well, I don't know. I haven't asked. If I do, I can call you. Is this your best number?
Yeah, this is the best number. If you wouldn't mind, just hey, anybody that's interested in doing some real estate business, buying, selling, investing, have them give me a call.
Time.
Just
So
text me your info.
one of the best transitions into calling somebody you haven't talked to in a while is that hey, yeah, you're doing some work in the neighborhood. It made me think of you. Just calling to say hello. Got a quick minute, blah, blah, blah. And going back to what Matt said a minute ago, he doesn't even talk real estate. There was like 3 times there, Gregory. I think you were closing him for business. So
Right.
if I had to categorize this call, this is not, hey, how you doing call. This is a sales call.
Give me some money.
Yeah.
So just, maybe on this out of the blue type thing, hey, just hadn't talked to you in a while. Wanted to say hello. By the way, you didn't identify yourself from, the context. So he was a little bit lost. So do that up front. You guys just go and sprinkle some kindness on them. I just was thinking about you. And remember, how do you know when someone needs a good word or a little bit of gratitude? And of course, the answer is they're breathing. Just go and do something nice. Say something nice. You were on my mind. Loved working with you in the past. Just wanted to say hello.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's not going out there trying to get the listing or whatever. It's just kind of just touching base. Just touching base.
You don't want to walk down the street and you pull out the jacket. Hey, you want to buy a Rolex?
Right. Greg, do and I say this with love and I say this with love and compassion. Don't let agents like me eat your lunch, because that's not how my conversations go with my past clients or my sphere. I'm genuinely calling to say, hey, what's going on with you? What projects are you working on?
Yeah.
Who can I connect you with to make these things simpler on you? What's one thing I can do to make your day better? Okay. And ultimately I was going to throw a flag on you.
Yeah.
Because also remember, perfect practice makes perfect execution.
Yeah.
Well, Denny, you and I share a market, and home valuations ain't looking good, brother. So let's not practice that. It's like, hey, Don, home valuation's looking really good. Oh, you mean my home's worth 30% less than it was 3 years ago? Okay, cool. Right?
Yeah.
So we can't use that message. And now you see why Matthew doesn't talk about real estate when he calls his clients. Because our market's very volatile in Florida. When it's good, baby. But when it's bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you about how great the values are doing.
I know, right? I know.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job.
Gotcha. No, thank you guys.
So you guys remember today is Friday, which means we have Master today, Denny'sMaster.com, 1 to 2 Eastern, Denny'sMaster.com. We'll have an hour that we're not going to have, what they call it, overtime today, but we will have Mastery at 1, totally free for you or anybody else who wants to come. Louise, who's next?
Susan is next with me, and we're using yesterday's scenario. So Susan, the phone rings, and I say, my phone has rang 87 times since 7:30 a.m. I already have 2 interviews set up today. I wish you were willing to help me when my home was last listed.
Oh my goodness, Lewis, that's all? Only 87 phone calls? You know what, Lewis, since you're already interviewing 2 more people, I would love to apply for the job and getting it done. What time are you going for the interview today?
Well, it's great that you'd like to apply, but we already have 2 set up.
Understand. Would you like a third opinion?
Well, I don't know that we need one, do we?
Well, professionally, I recommend to hire to interview 3 people, so that way you know what you're getting.
That makes sense.
Sure. I'm available today between 2 to 4. Would that work for you?
That's convenient for you, but that's not convenient for me.
Okay. When are you available?
Actually, Saturday afternoon is when we're going to interview the agents. So if you'd like to come by, we're interviewing them between 1 and 3.
Okay. And is 3 taken?
It's available.
Okay. I will see you at 3.
Where's the challenge here, Louise? Where's the challenge?
Sometimes there isn't a challenge. Sometimes it's just, that. I gave her a little blurb when I said that's good. It's convenient for you, but it's not convenient for me. And she came back with an alternative.
Let the wizard speak for a second, if I may. I hate laydowns like that because there's a knife in that Bible somewhere. The appointments that I dread the most are the ones where they're like, yeah, baby, come meet with me. I'm meeting with 17 agents tomorrow. Right? Because I know that I've got the lowest probable chance to take that listing. It just based off of how easy it was, that like they're just hoping people show up. And here's what I mean. Okay. Just give me 1 second to express this. They're just wanting people to show up tomorrow and kind of top hat cane and do the jig. But Matthew treats his business like a business. So when I call them and start asking them pre-qualifying questions, sometimes I lose them because they're just expecting people to show up. So I'm always a little skeptical about the laydowns. Not always a little. I'm always very skeptical about the laydowns. I like a little abrasiveness going into the appointment because then I know that they're real in essence. Versus just, yeah, come on over and give me your pitch. I hate those.
Don't you ask? I don't even go there before I ask, what are you looking for in the next agent? Like I try to find something to cater to them.
Right. What's the biggest? Well, that was the role play because I took that listing over the phone. That's the role play you just did with her, with Susan. And I asked, well, what was the resistance point? Like where was the ball dropped last time? She said communication. And ultimately that's how I won with her. So yes, I agree with you. Susan, just a 1 second of feedback. What was it? Oh, don't try to steamroll into an appointment. Because I know you are very direct. However, it will be your Achilles heel if you just try, hey, I'd love to meet with you. When can you meet? Right? So what I would say there is, can I give you some friendly and professional advice? Most experts recommend you get 3 opinions. Would you be open to a third? Versus, you should get 3. I'd love to meet with you.
Yes. That is one of the strongest lines we worked on the other day. And you guys really, when we go through this, there's some wisdom that pops out of our mouths or somebody else's mouth. Remember it, write it down, start putting that in your repertoire, because that is the key thing. They've already agreed to meet with you. They're almost there. You be the third one. Okay, Louise, we got time maybe for a quickie.
Let's go with Takesha and Dawn.
Okay, let's go to Keisha.
Same thing.
Happy Friday, Don. How are you?
Who's this?
This is Keisha Thompson with Keller Williams, your realtor. How have you been?
Oh, good. How are you?
Well, that's good. I'm quite all right. Thanks for asking. Hey, listen, I was actually in the area the other day going to the little lunchbox shop up the street from you and noticed I hadn't talked to you in a while. How's the family doing?
We're good. We're good. And yours?
Oh, doing quite all right. Now, I remember your baby girl loved the trampoline in the background. Is she still jumping on it, or is she graduating from high school already?
No. She still uses that thing. Good memory.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons you guys bought the house is because she wanted to be in the backyard with the trampoline. So with that being said, I mean, you guys have any more life changes that has happened since we last talked?
Gosh, I don't know when that was.
Oh, it's been about 3 or 4 years.
How's real estate?
Oh, real estate is always real estating, you know? I know the last time that we really had this
Time.
talk.
What's that mean?
So,
Yeah.
all right. So
I
you're
got
hang on, you're having a great conversation here and there. And here's the thing where it's going through my mind. If you are calling me, to me, it was so general. I don't know. See, when I go to buy a book, I know how thick it is.
Mhm.
And sometimes the real thick books I don't buy because what? There's a lot of words in there.
Mhm.
And so when you're calling me and you're starting off with the trampoline, this, that, and other, in my mind, I'm wondering
What's this about?
how long is this conversation? How thick is this book? I always begin with, and again, this is the way I would do it. Hey, listen, I had a quick minute between appointments, drove by an area that, a coffee shop or whatever. Wanted to take a second to just call and say hello and see how you're doing or whatever. But, let them know, hey, I had about 60 seconds available, wanted to say hello. Now I'm going to relax a little bit because I'm not really sure you're going through my entire family history, Matt.
Yeah, I've got a lot of quips for that, and I use them with past clients. Like, hey, I'll make this the shortest and most interesting phone call of your day. And I was just in the neighborhood, saw the old house. Genuinely, just wanted to call you and find out from one good human being to another how you're doing. And then I would, if they, hey, how are you? You exchange formalities, right? Then I would just say, so what are you most excited about these days? What's the most exciting thing that's happened in your world? Because that's where you kind of got clunky there with Don.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, hey, no, Don, what's the most exciting thing that's happened to you this week? And then say, oh, okay, cool. And then you just exit gracefully. But just lead into it. Hey, I'll make this the most productive minute of your day, or just I had a quick minute, something like that. But set the cadence or the expectation for the call. Denny?
Yes, we'll see you at Mastery, and I'll leave you with this point. If you're going to pray for something when you do your follow-up calls to people you've not talked to in a long time, the best thing that can happen is them not answer and you leave a
message.
Yep. Now you don't have to worry about it because you can't go on for 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. You've got a quick minute. You're going to be able to give them your little love, your little cookie, and they're going to hear it. And you know what? You've made the same deposit in their mind.
Yep. And if you don't get them and you leave the voicemail, text them a week later. Okay. If they don't call you back, give them a text a week later. All right, guys.
Last thing you say, when you leave a voicemail, when you follow up with someone and they don't answer, particularly somebody you're working with, leave this as part of your message. Hey, listen, I know you're busy. Here's my number. If you can call me back, I know you're busy. If you don't have an opportunity, don't worry. I'll call you in a day or two. Now you've let them know that you're going to call them back and you won't look like a stalker.
Yes.
There you go. See you soon. 1:00. Bye-bye.